I had absolutely no idea there was so much merchandise made about Mothman. I want that statue right there. Mothman drawings. That's a good movie right there, Mothman Prophecies. Oh my god. Look at all these. It's Flatwoods Monster. About 100 miles or so from here. A cryptozoological playset. It's got Nessie, Bigfoot, Mothman. I guess that's this Jersey Devil. Didn't even know there was such a thing. Look at this. Look at the workmanship on this. Styrofoam concrete used in the movie. That's a movie prop from the movie Richard Gere was in.
This blanket came into contact with both Richard Gere and Deborah Messing in the hotel scenes from the movie The Mothman Prophecies. Let me touch it. The presence of Richard Gere and Deborah Messing. They're inside of me now.
Oh, this is like the little corner of Mothman Prophecies movie props. The telephone used by Richard Gere to talk to Ingrid Cole. God, this is Ingrid Cole. It's going to have this chapstick in your drawer. That's my favorite part of the whole movie. He did that. Oh, Frank Frazetta did Mothman. Jeez, that's worth a fortune. It's Ingrid Corn. This is the chapstick. What am I holding? Chapstick. This stuff all hanging all over the ceiling. Of course, there's a clipping of every. God, these are the actual printed pages from when the Silver Bridge collapsed and killed all those people. That's a TJ I was talking to earlier today. His cousin, his mama's best friend died. Bridge cracked at 4:30. 4:30. Everybody coming back from their Christmas shopping. Look at that. It's just a tangled mess. I mean, you can't even tell what anything is. Jesus. The nightmare is all too real. Dubbed the Silver Bridge because it was the country's first aluminum painted bridge, built in 1928. investigation of all the vehicles and where they were located at on the bridge. They just said that the just snapped, like up here. There was explosions from the power lines that ran across the river. Look at that. My God. And then, once the bridge collapsed, almost all the Mothman sightings stopped. He was a hairbringer, like a specter of death. Maybe it goes all the way back to that curse that Chief Cornstalk put on this area. Holy cow, the Derenberger tapes. Woodrow Derenberger interview regarding his experience with the UFO and Ingrid Cold. This is the actual tapes. Now that right there, that's a paranormal treasure right there. They even talk about this in the Hellier season, and
This strange apparition also disappears. And after news of two similar sightings, nearly 100 miles apart, hits the local news. Hundreds of reports about a terrifying creature with wings and glowing red eyes come pouring in from across the region.
I have heard that most people actually describe the Mothman as being furrier than what most depictions make him out to be, like almost like a Bigfoot with wings.
Local reporter investigating the story got this creature moth. The village of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, sits at the confluence of the Ohio and Kanawha rivers. Its charming main street evokes the classic feel of small-town America, but is also the site of a rather unusual attraction. This 12-foot tall figure, crafted from stainless steel, looms over a small park, commemorating a series of strange events that
So these are the igloos that TJ was telling me
nearly
about.
50 years ago. Just down the street, Jeff Walmsley runs a small museum filled with files, newspaper clippings, and evidence, all tied to a mystery that some say remains unsolved.
I personally have always been intrigued since I grew up here in Point Pleasant as to what people were saying.
What is this menacing creature? November 15th, 1966, Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Now this right here is the actual building that John Keel went into,
TNT area.
and the people outside the building said that they heard something fall, some kind of metallic object moving around, and one of the women that was with him at the time said that she saw the Mothman in this building.
Spotted what they thought was a man standing in the road. They noticed two distinct red eyes about the size of baseballs, 2 inches apart, and wings wrapped around his back.
This is just, I mean, this might have been just the beginning of when the government started to pollute this area, poison all the people that live in this area. DuPont just continued to do so. Again, there are, Blackwater is one of the shows that you can watch on Netflix that talks about
A
that.
man named Newell Partridge has an unsettling experience.
He was watching TV. All of a sudden, the TV started making a very high-pitched noise.
Oh my God, look
As
at
he looked out
this.
the back window, he saw what he described as red lights.
would not have clean underwear if I saw this.
A terrifying creature with wings and glowing red eyes comes pouring in from across the region.
Credibility of the story is solid. So many people describing the same thing.
The monster's nocturnal habits and bug-like eyes
Multiple
were an
eyewitness
enigma.
accounts.
A local reporter investigating the story dubbed this creature Mothman.
The village of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, sits at the confluence of the Ohio and Kanawha rivers. Its charming main street evokes the classic feel of small-town America, but is also the site of a rather unusual attraction. This 12-foot-tall figure, drafted from stainless steel, looms over a small park, commemorating a series of strange events that first terrorized area residents nearly 50 years ago. Just down the street, check one of the small museum filled with files, newspaper clippings, and evidence of small high-school
See, John Kill, he had a prophecy of this happening. He actually thought that something was going to happen to the Johnson White House, maybe when the Christmas tree was going to be lit in Washington, D.C., because he saw the Christmas presents. Oh my God! Look at this! It's like an old-timey soda fountain with the Mothman hanging over top. I mean, you see something like that chasing you down the street, and instead it never really hurt his wings flap like a bird or a bat. It was like he was like a helicopter. He would just take straight up off in the air like a helicopter does.
By December 1967, over 100 sightings of the creature had been reported. And people weren't just
God, this place is gigantic.
eyewitnesses
I am
confirmed
very
nightmares
impressed.
and dark premonitions.
If you look at some of these winged wonders, these creatures, like Mothman, like the Cornwall Owlman, like the Thunderbirds, there's this interwoven
It's like a whole other shop over
tradition
here.
of the banshees. They really are the prophets of doom in many ways.
Remember the old legend: if a bird looks in your
I want
window,
to spend
you're in
$10,000
trouble,
at
big
this
trouble.
place.
Read in some of the traditions of the Cherokee, where there's actually warriors and braves guarding the women when it was a Thunderbird time. In Cornwall, and some of the Owlman reports, if somebody was going to get in an auto crash or,